Good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. Here's what Jackie Phamotse had to say about the whole Zanzou club being shut down and everything that's been happening. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share. Bye.
To a human being. These people, these gentlemen will never be the same again. These are brothers, these are kids. These people have partners, these people have parents. They work somewhere, they go to school somewhere. Emotionally, they'll be distraught for life. You guys don't get that part. Also, there's a human rights violation that's happening here. And from what I've read, there's a lot of incidences that have happened that are like this at this guy's establishment. This is the nature of his business, according to all these other things that I'm reading, right? You don't understand the torture they went through. You don't get it. So what irks me the most is the fact that they were able to release a statement, and within that statement they do kind of confess that the security company that they were using was not in the right standing with the law, and they have hired a security company that is accredited. They're not speaking about having opened a case against those perpetrators that violated these young men. They didn't speak about that. They didn't even report the crime themselves. If it wasn't for social media, they would have kept quiet, meaning that this would have gone unnoticed and these young boys would have been in a state of death, really, because what can they do if they don't have voices? Who would have believed this happened if there was no videos? So they're not speaking about supporting the victims. They're not speaking about aiding them in any way. They are literally protecting their backs to the point where in the statement they say they are looking at legal options against whom? Against whom? Who has threatened them? They should be thinking about aiding these victims, helping them open cases. They should have opened a case themselves. They should have hand over the evidence that they had. The owner should have spoken out, literally stand in front of a crowd and say, hey, I do not condone this, but they still are hiding behind press statements. The families could have been contacted. The police should have been called. Like, come on, like these people. So I just don't see why this establishment should not be closed, because it's very clear that they hindered the investigation by not reporting the crime. Because if they had reported, meaning at a particular time the police would have arrived and gathered evidence in time, and also everybody was still on the crime scene, so that could have been handled better. Right now, we don't even know if the CCTV footage has been cleared. There's so much that has happened that the establishment could have taken the lead in handing this information to the police if they really thought that this was a heinous crime. They only are reactive because of social media. But I do believe that establishment should be closed. I really do.